Mm-mm. We're getting there, ladies and gents. That's me, don't want to hear me twice. Lacken's getting the other stream online. Is this Paris music? No, gone. Oh my. Everyone's here. Ooh. There we go.
Hey, yo!
Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Two. Oh, yes, how you been, so?
I'm alright, yeah. How you guys been?
Good, man. Good, bro. Good.
Right, I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Grog?
In it.
Because he told me he thought he had COVID.
Yeah, he's got medical issues, so he's not playing this week, so...
Oh, silly
I am the
Grog.
captain now.
No, because he was meant to be back
Lemony on-
today. But unfortunately he
got Lemony on DPS
got caught.
today.
Okay. Is this everyone that you've got?
This is it.
Okay.
Yep.
Good,
But
that
they
makes...
will be coming around 8-ish.
Okay.
Hopefully.
I will still need to do the thing I need to do then. So I think Trophy's team also is only 6, which will be interesting when they arrive. So
yeah,
that
so
means that
Bullet
what I'll
might
do
be in,
is... the trophy
8,
share.
but if he's not, sort of thing.
That's okay, well, we'll wait and
That's
see.
not necessarily to start the tournament.
What's that, sorry?
No, it's just find it funny how the first week of the tournament we already
Don't worry.
had
Everyone's in the same boat. Baby steps everywhere. I mean, we didn't even have a captain until this week, so... it happens.
Captain?
Yep.
Yeah, you're his team.
Well, my now team. Didn't used to be my team.
Are we supposed to have a team captain? Do we
Yeah,
have
we
a team
do,
captain?
George.
Oh, sick.
But, seeing as he's not here, I am the captain.
Yeah, vice and commander, okay.
I
Hello,
am the captain now.
guys.
Alright, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep, a roast chicken, and about a week's worth of
Fight
pasta
God.
bread.
An entire roast chicken?
Yes.
Just whole.
Wow.
Not even cooked, just
No, I do have the decency to cook it. There was some garlic and roasted onions.
Yes, I'm gonna go get some water while we wait.
It's alright. They shouldn't be too long.
Actually, that's a shout. I'm gonna go get some water instead of just having a
Rugby,
few
just
ciders.
check that you can see that Discord chat that I've made with you regarding subs. And then we're good.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Good. Nice. Although you probably don't need that until Bullet turns up anyway, but when he does... Okay then, what I'll do then is I'll wait for them to arrive, and in the meantime I'll put myself in spectators, and I'll message you, Rug, through that chat for when we get started.
Yeah.
Just so we can also put like readies in the match chat as well for when we get into it. So we'll be there waiting. Okay. But I'll see you
Yeah,
guys
sure, mate.
on the other side, so best of luck from me.
Have fun, boy.
I will have a great
Alright.
time. I hope you have a great time as well. Good luck, guys.
Oh yes, I enjoy winning.
Aggressive luck. Oh, it's so nice. I'm so excited. In a very healthy, positive way. One colossal egg rooting from the sidelines for Lemony. You'd love to see it. You do. Oh, nervous. Big nerves for everyone today. Cannot wait to get started though. Cannot wait. Just gonna double check. We're still being broadcast. This is good. Fantastic. I'm like so incredibly scared that the internet is just gonna do a Spain and just disappear halfway through the game. Oh! This is gonna be a great series though. I have no clue which way it's gonna go. I think part of the benefit of the commentary is that I am somewhat partial, although I wasn't completely before, but now we're in a world where decisions have to be made. And 10 minutes. Ladies and gents, we are 10 minutes out from kickoff. And isn't that terrifying? Oh. Oh, we're getting closer, boys. Officially 10 minutes away. Oh, they're here. Oh, I didn't even realise. Oh, people. Oh, here we go. The league is starting POG. It's pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, provisional welcome. In T-minus 8 minutes, here to bring you match 2 from week 1 between Team That's What She Said and the leather-clad console jockeys, captained tonight by Trophy Chef and Rugby Rushy. Live coverage brought to you by Tactical Gaming, brought to you by myself, Silvali. Legally impartial, possibly partial with my opinions, but we'll see how we get on. We are getting ready to kick off. Why is there Horizon music? Illegal. That'll do. Got the hype official Overwatch soundtrack on Spotify. Getting all of the POG energy up. Who's excited? I'm completely out of my ass excited for this. I mean, tactical gaming language, I'm very excited for this. Gonna keep ourselves composed, keep ourselves cool. Starting soon. You've got this, hopefully. I mean, these guys are gonna have it more than I will. I just put my fan on at very light speed so that we don't ruin the stream. Okay, Sil, rules. No swearing, no matter how hype the plays are. We have to be able to use these. Oh, but guys, isn't it exciting? So many weeks worth of prep, so many weeks worth of team building, excitement, dramas, everything accumulating into one evening. 2 legs, double-sided action. Please also give Mr. Clacken some love come the time, because he will also be streaming his coverage of the games, being the game between Dukes of Da Vinci and the Cursed Crusaders. We are only covering half of the events here tonight on my stream, so please, please, please hop over to Lackins. Should hopefully be linked somewhere on the Discord as of now. But ladies and gents, 6 minutes, T-minus 6 minutes, till we officially kick off with week 1, match 2. Can we swear him back? No. At least we're asking good questions. At least we're asking... Whoa, don't leave, I need to be here. At least we're asking the best of questions. Trophy has his head in the game. Ready to go? Okay. Let's just double check that I have the right everythings before we begin. I do not want to be wrong. We're going to Ilios, right? Ilios is map 1. It's almost like I organised this and chose the map, so I know exactly what's happening all the time. Ilios map 1, Hollywood, Hanamura, Route 66 and Lijiang Tower. God, I hope this goes the distance. Can I spell? I cannot spell. Here we go. I can spell. Oh, we're getting there. 19 concurrent viewers. This is very exciting. Apparently 22 concurrent viewers. Very exciting. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Pulls out one finger. Okay, Trophy. I love the coordination. Sweden against the Devils. You love to see it. Who do you think wins on paper, guys? Sweden or the Devils? Sweden or the gods of the underworld? I think possibly Sweden. Ooh. Got my water, my trusty 2-litre bottle of water, which has since diminished to about half. Is not looking ideal, but we're getting there. Starting in 3 minutes. T-minus 180 seconds. I'm also nervous because I've not done this before. I've not done this for a very, very long time. Anyone who was anywhere near me when I used to be SL of Ryan will know that me and custom games, not best of friends. Used to have a bit of a drama with custom games, but it's alright. We're getting there. Why is my stream chat not loading? There we go. What have I missed? Not too much. Okay. Ladies and gents, in 2 minutes, I will ask ready. We wanted Germany, but someone doesn't have the emblem. You see, could that be costly for the team tonight? Could they get German diffed? I don't know. Shams, how could you? Shams is throwing for Team 1. You can already see. Team, that's what she said, at a major disadvantage because Shams does not have the Germany flag. Oh, getting there. Getting there. Boo at Shams, everyone. Coherent boos. Ladies and gents, I have no idea which way this is going to go. But I can't wait to see it. Starting in a minute. Provisional final checks before we go in. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to everyone who has been watching, tuning in, preparing these last couple of weeks to week 1 of the official Tactical Gaming Overwatch League 2021 season. I'm Silvally, bringing you tonight's game between teams 4 and 5, otherwise known as Team That's What She Said, headed tonight by the Trophy Chef, against Team Leather-Clad Console Jockeys, headed tonight by Rushy. Hearts out to George, who due to COVID-related issues could not be here tonight, but Leather-Clad Console Jockey is still looking to put in a huge performance on the day to get any kind of result going into week 1. This is going to be crazy, this is going to be hectic. What are we going to see? Provisionally out of the gates. Looks like That's What She Said, running the classic Rhine Diva, matched by a Rhine Zarya from the red team. This is going to be something special. I've realised that I am locked to player cam, but it's okay. See how we get on. On the rollouts, Game 1, brought to you by Tactical Gaming, is away. Teams both rushing out with Lucio speed to reach the point first. Be interesting to see which team decides to take the early engage, or will there be a stagnant poking phase between the fights. Z-Man, we're not seeing too much of him yet, but he is the American hot prospect on the team of... That's What She Said, coming out on the Sombra, looking for possibly EMP slams, EMP bombs, all the like. Trophy going perfectly aggressive as always with an early charge in, and Trophy is the first to fall in the Tactical Gaming Overwatch League Season 2021. Trophy Chef drops early, giving Team Leatherclad a bunch of space to work with here. Cacti pushing forward, getting a bit of ult charge onto the Ashe. Big ult going to be bobbed this game as you push into the Sombra, trying to deny extra space on that DPS front. Lemony marauding the point as Junkrat, truly dominating the space. Anyone who knows me knows my opinion of this incredible hero. I cannot wait to see what devastating damage they get up to today. And this is the American on the side of the Leatherclad Coastal Jockeys. Riker Dwumbledore, not seen too much of him, heard quite the inspirational main tank. Going for an early ping on Trophy. Possibly going to get punished out here. Nope, gets away with it. Forcing the ammo, and Trophy Chef with the huge charge into the backline, taking out any kind of opposition. This is what we were promised when we saw Trophy main tanking on the team. Pure rush, pure dive with the Reinhardt. Absolute aggression, done absolutely. But it looks like Team Leatherclad might possibly be making some kind of recontest out of this. If Rugby can get away, Shams pushing in a bit of momentum, possibly with the speed on would be good here to try and get back into that fight, really contest. Looks like, though, that the Leatherclad are dropping as quickly as they stood. Not too much still going. We've got the jazz coming out from Az with the great music playing. Lo-fi hip-hop beats keeping his team alive, although his Spotify has just been turned off by the Sombra. Team 2 looking here like they're going to get a small recontest for going in with big ultimates. This is going to be the fight we were promised. Huge ultimates on the other side. It looks like 5 apiece coming out once the bomb comes online. Early EMP slam with the high noon. Shams is somewhere. Spitfire's somewhere else. God, the plan out of Team, that's what she said, seems to massively be coming to favour. The EMP playing a huge part as anticipated. It looks like they had a plan and they're executing it. Trophy with the rush, taking all the space in the world, possibly getting a bit low, but he's not feeding too much where it's valuable. But this is where we can see a bit of a switch fight. Will Az push in with the beat? Will they team push in with speed together? People all over the place. Is that a boop off the map? It is! That's a great early pick coming out from Az, but Trophy once again pinning to Narnia. This is exactly what I want to see. Ladies and gentlemen, I was told that the Trophy Chef would be on a team dominating and vibing. Oh, big slam onto the Lucio, but he's hacked! No follow-up! Big slam, big bomb. Catches 2. Huge bomb coming out from Nat. It's incredible. I can't even keep up. I don't know what's going on. There's so much damage everywhere. Lemony coming back with a tire, possibly needing it to flip the fight. It looks a bit 50-50. Next pick should probably take it. Going into the next recontest, Shams come back from spawn. Spitfire holding the front line as the main heals at the moment. Nat poking out for some ult charge. Trophy, once again, why is he here? He's in absolutely Narnia, but he loves it. He lives in Narnia, and we all knew that he would be. Big grab, actually a huge grab coming out from Rugby. Is there the follow-up that they need? Nat trying to DM any kind of info, any kind of extra damage. Huge EMP coming out on the side. Oh, but what's... I have no clue what's happening. There's so much is exploding. I don't know how, but it seems that Leatherclad are winning the fight despite the huge EMP. Can Cacti kill Spitfire with the confirm on the Ashe? Not quite. Spitfire getting away. Lucio topping up the Rhine. The Trophy once again. He's just in absolute Narnia all the time, and I love it. I've never seen such wild, unkept play, but it is beautiful. Trophy letting the point flip. Blue team here getting a bit of a late recontest. Shields down would be a good time to push in with the tire. Lemony has been holding it for a while, looking for a perfect opportunity. It seems might just have to let it rip, as the name insists. Although the pressure does seem to be leaning the way of the Leatherclad. This game is a lot closer than I honestly thought it would be with the rush match, the rush mirror that seems to have been gone for. Trophy possibly doing what we thought Trophy might and getting a little bit excited. But it's amazing. Big tire coming out from Lemony, killing the Lucio on the way out, meaning a guaranteed reset needed for, that's what she said here, to get a clean recontest. But they have time. 20 seconds on the clock, more or less, including stalls, to get this point back. 99% already ready and waiting for the blue team. But the damage, the pressure, big manual hack coming out onto the Junkrat. Not going to deny too much because the primary fire is the main source of damage. Looks like we'll be pushing in here on the side of the red team, but a big slam coming out, doesn't catch too much, and an even bigger slam with a B to follow, but they need to touch. There's a toucher. Who's on point? Someone's on point. It looks like it's Nat. Nat is on point, waiting and raring. It could go over the way. Oh, this game is insane. I don't even know what's happening. Spitfire doing his best to keep people up, but there's a window on point. That's huge with the Junkrat spam as well. That's about 400 damage per pellet, and those could go anywhere. Roll a dice, ladies and gents, because something might just explode with that window. And Lemony doing the exploding as predicted, has a tire to wrap up the point if needed. This is last fight territory. Expected to see it come out. She doesn't even need it. What a hero. There it is. The celebratory riptire. And that is round 1. 299%. going into round 1. What an opening stage of the opening map. God, it's insane, absolute carnage. I can't even keep up. I'm sat here trying to flick between all the different viewpoints, and ladies and gents, I am so lost. I'm so unbelievably lost. But it's okay. We're now moving into match 2, stage 2. Ilios Well is where we're falling on. And it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, we have a Pharah on the field, ladies and gents. There is a confirmed pharmacy in play, as on the Mercy, Lemony on the Pharah. Do they even need George, I suppose, is the real question. Missed tonight, everyone missing him. Best wishes going out to Big Groggles. But my lord, if the Pharah can do enough, if Lemony's DPS, the hidden weapon that no one saw coming, but possibly should have had an eye open for, and we're seeing it. We're seeing a hog meta, a main tank hog reminiscent of the 2020 Grand Finals that Shanghai lost to. That's not true. That Seoul Dynasty lost to the San Francisco Shock, playing the hog meta when hog was mega busted. It looks like it's going to be a race of the main tank. So Trophy trying to zone out this Pharah here, but not having too much luck considering the rest of the team is still pushing in. Trophy's in an impossible situation. He's caught between a rock and a very hard place, but there's the charge, and Trophy once again punished. If there was any kind of comp that was going to punish Trophy's aggression, it would be a hog comp where just a hook is enough to take him out of the game. Point early, flipping it over to team. That's what she said. The echo coming out from Z-Man, really showing his flexibility. Not many people knew what he was capable of going into week 1, but here we go. He's really showing his esteem, his ability, his power. And this is a really good fight for the blue team to take, because the fight's slowly tipping towards them, but still with ult on the clock, still with the timer ticking through, means that if they can win this fight as they appear to be, as slow as they can, then that's just extra time in the end. Welsh just about hanging on, surviving the beam of death from the echo, being dived, however, by a couple. He's doing little leapfrogs over the wall to get himself in the fight. Thing is, this is just a really bad fight for the red team to be taking. They need to back out and re-engage this. They're not going to win this fight. They don't have the manpower. They don't have the support. It looks like they're trying to make it work. Trophy whiffing the slam. Brand with the high noon, whiffing the noon. There's so many ultimates. A big grab. What's going on? Big grab, but again, not too much follow-up. The pulse bomb isn't quite online yet from Cactus. She's getting close, though. What is Cactus going to whip out here? We're seeing the dashing in behind. Possibly going to look for a confirm on the echo. Oh, but the echo duplicates onto the Tracer. We're going to Tracer 1v1. An artificial Tracer 1v1. Oh, but a hook into the well, and Trophy's taking an early bath. This is what we thought we would see out of the hog comp, using the well to its biggest advantage being the drop to an early respawn. And it looks like red team, with a couple of early picks, a great set of grabs, followed up by a window, it seems, is enough to turn this fight. There's just so much going on. The absolute pace of this game is unrivaled. Looking to the early fight, we expect that this barrage from Lemony is going to need to be huge. She detects that there's a bomb possibly on its way from behind. Nat setting up for what is known as the Nat Poco bomb. Connecting onto Welsh John. That is a huge big Trophy once again. Where is he going? No one knows, but he's here. And he's making space. Big Redstone coming from Spitfire to get the fight back onto level terms. But Trophy with a big 5-star onto Cacti makes it the other way. Roadhog not finding quite the value that he wants to right now, but it looks like Rugby building up to another grab. But can he live to tell the tale? No. Trophy confirming the kill. This point is going anywhere. Looks like any first pick seems to be the win condition. Just get that first pick, push in, carry that momentum forward, and there's not too much that you can do to reply, and that is my goodness, that's insane. Now, next fight coming up, we can see that Shatter is online. And it looks like the red team, they've matched the Reinhardt. They're giving up the hog meta, not going quite the way I wanted it to. Interesting rollout from Rykar on his way onto the flank. Hopefully no one heard him. Trophy got a sniff of it, it seems. People are a bit more aware of his presence. But now, this is what was the most important. Can Lemony confirm the barrage? Is she going to use it? I suppose these are all things. It's a big grab. Can she get there in time? A bit of a high one, bit of a rainy day coming out from Lemony, but she gets there. Not quite with the sustain, possibly a bit lower to the ground, so might be able to do a bit more damage onto the beat. Beat was huge, however, coming out from Shams, almost as if he knew that the barrage was on its way, denying the grab any extra value. Rugby trying to get whatever. But what is Trophy doing? I am so confused. I've never seen anything like it. Ladies and gents, they tell you the fairy tales. There's the Trophy Chef Reinhardt. How it is the most unbridled rage machine that you've ever seen in your life. But this is genuinely insane. I've never seen anything quite like it. Ultimates everywhere. Bomb coming in. Connects onto the Reaper. Valkyrie online for Spitfire, keeping his whole team in check, keeping Trophy just about standing. My god, this power. Big slam from Trophy. Any follow-up coming in. Mercy needs to go. Big slam from Rykar. It's everywhere. There's no kind of MTD going on. It's just MT. There's just main tanks just doing their thing. Big boost coming out from Shams. If he could farm a beat in this fight, that would be enough to win them the game. Given the point, Z-Man on the Echo really making his mark known. Definitely an underrated pick. Not many had him in their top 10s to win. As doing whatever he can to try and maintain the fight, but it flips. The point goes the way of Team That's What She Said. And for the first time this season, as far as I'm aware, at least from our end, ladies and gents, we are going to a stage 3 of a control map. We are level, neck and neck, 1-1. This is anyone's game. You would think on paper that the rush comp on Lighthouse would favour That's What She Said, but we've seen that Leatherclad console jockeys are perfectly able to match the comp. They're able to take Trophy in the 1v1, try and bait him into a bit of a Narnia situation where he can't quite stay with his team, and force the refight. I have no clue how this is going to go. Lemony showing off her tricks and skills. Gets to the double hoop. Can she go for the triple? She gets the triple, ladies and gents. People said that Junkrat has no accuracy. That possibly proves otherwise. Now, how are we going to roll out here? Coming from the side of the Leatherclad, it looks like both teams opting to do a bit of a flank maneuver onto the point. Although, with the Symmetra in play, it looks like Blue team are going to get there first, and D-Man already with an early pick, matching the Junkrat here. And Shams with a triple boop! A triple boop to confirm the first fight. There's no way they can come back from that. That's insane. Shams, possibly with a player of the game contender. A triple boop on Ilios. As everyone loves to see, the Lucios doing their own thing. The team's vibing. Lucio chilling out. Ingrid, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Whoever that lands to, please enjoy your community sub. This is crazy. Team 1 have a really good hold here on the point. I'm not really sure how Leatherclad can push into this. It might be an ult-heavy fight, but look, the spam is incredible. They need to try and force some kind of quick rotation. But against the Symmetra, Immo already forced. It's so difficult. Not giving Welsh so much love. Let's see what he's up to. Just trying to pump heals into his team as much as he can. Big early ability usage, trying to get them into a position where they can take a fight. Cacti a bit exposed, staying alive. Big heals coming out from Welsh, trying to land the shot. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We'll get there. 1, 2, there we go. Landing the shot. Trophy's point of view now, looking to maintain his shield health just a little bit. Big fire strike. I think there's 5 ticks in there. Getting Trophy almost his ult. Rykar will not be ready for the shatter. I think it's coming a lot quicker than he expects it to. Then again, there just is no pressure on the point. It looks like the red team really need to try and take a fight, get a bit of a lucky pick here and there, unless they're playing for the Bob. It looks like Cacti's Bob might be the win condition, just to make a bit of space on the point. See how we go on if she can build it before the fight starts. Valkyrie already online for team... That's what she said. And a big Sam early, but it looks like the bubble might have blocked it. Trophy getting the pick early. Oh my goodness, a 4-man tire! The red team just completely eliminated off the face of Greece. An early visa home. Oh my. That is insane. Now, 10 seconds on the board to touch the point, more or less. With the ults in hand, only realistically the beat and the sim wall are going to be ready for this fight. Looks like the fight seems to be tilting. With a huge beat to keep Trophy up, but a huge slam! Can the tire confirm? Lemony needs to go for it. This fight has to turn before it flips. She's thinking about it. She's trying to get up to the roof. And there's no touch from the red team. Map 1, Ilios going to team That's What She Said. In a relatively uncontested fashion on the last point. We thought we were going to see the rush. We did see the rush mirrored at some points as well. But honestly, going into that first map, insane, because here it is, the triple boop coming out from Shams. You would argue that that is possibly what wins the point. To have that kind of a dominating early fight, ult charge online, already at 44% after the first button pressed off the point. And there we go, you can see huge performances all around. If maybe red team can come together a bit, get their momentum a bit on their side when they're pushing, maybe use a bit more of the ultimates aggressively. Lemony holding off a little bit on the ults, not really looking to create a chance more than finish one. And of course there are ways in which this works, but really needing to make sure that we can wrap out some fights if we're looking from the point of the red team. But now, moving into map 2, we, if I'm very much not mistaken, which I don't believe I am, are heading to Hollywood, ladies and gents. Heading to Hollywood. And where is Hollywood? For anyone who doesn't know, aka me, I believe it's a hybrid. Yep, Hollywood. There we go. Hollywood. A crazy first game. Absolutely insane. Truly a spectacle to be beholden. And we are going to go in just as quickly as we came out, straight into map 2 of the series. Team, that's what she said, currently 1-0 up against Leatherclad Console Jockeys. Getting a staple 2-0 would definitely be a statement to be made for any other teams looking to compete. Now this is where we start to see possibly a bit of gamesmanship. We don't know what the teams are going to react. Maybe they had a set game plan. Maybe Red Team will look and say, after this game, we realise that perhaps we can't match them exactly in the rushes we would have liked. For the blue team, might be the opposite. The blue team might be praying to have another rush 1v1. You never know. I think what we'll have to wait and see, though, is exactly that in 8 seconds' time, what the teams decide to roll out with. I would love to see another rush mirror, though. The Rhine 1v1 is coming out between Trophy and Rykar. It's truly unbelievable. It looks like we're going to be treated again. Another Reinhardt 1v1. Trophy, honestly, that man, he gives me heart attacks. He actually does. I have no clue where he gets the energy, the stamina, to be as deadly as he can be. This is interesting, though. We're seeing a full committed rush coming out from the red team with the Reaper, the Ashe poking from afar with the Zarya from Rugby. Sped in by the Lucio, supported by the Baptiste. Very traditional rush comp, but then on the side of team, that's what she said. Not a very traditional rush comp at all. We're seeing the Mercy come out from Shams, the Ana from Spitfire. Ana probably the only staple you'd expect to see, but with the Torbjorn and the potential Pocket Ashe, we can see a lot of different matchups coming in, but here we go. Into the player cam. Trophy holding a very aggressive front line, as we always expect. Big early fire strike, big 31%, probably from the damage boost. Trophy taking an early fight, looking to isolate the Lucio, doesn't get the confirm. But the Dynamite does catch the Reaper. And yeah, just that aggressive rush style is so much for the team to deal with. Spitfire seems to be aware of the back flank presence, but not able to quite deal with it. Pushing onto the staggered picks. Looks like a bit of an early cleanup coming out from the blue team. Yep, this is all bad for the red team. Any late picks here means just more time wasted. Immo used to get them out of the fight, it seems, but not quite enough. Lemony also backing out, but losing the Ashe to the Torb turret. Cacti getting 1v1'd by the inanimate object. It happens. We've all been there, especially with the buff recently due to the crossplay. Turret now doing even more damage than it felt like it already did too much of. Now look at the ultimates. We're seeing that the blue team very much ahead. Shatter already online to the 75% of Rykar, who might not already expect that, given Trophy's fire strike conversion rate has been a lot more consistent. Trophy looking to try and take an early fight. The Nano is almost online from Spitfire. Here it is. Are we going to see an aggressive fight? Trophy going for the slam, not quite catching too much of anything. Huge image from Welsh. The disco ball doing its job, not just a party trick, but also a doctor's trick. Keeping people in check. Rykar dropping dangerously low and tied as well. A huge anti for Spitfire and dies for it. Really solid hold coming out from the blue team. Team, that's what she said, really asserting their dominance. The Ashe on the high ground from Brand are actually almost completely uncontested. You would argue that in this 1v1 you would favour Cacti, but we can see it happening now. The consistency, the smoothness of the aim. Brand is a very talented individual when it comes to consistent damage. Maybe not exactly the picks that you'd expect, but a Bob, a very deep line Bob, probably easy to deal with to an extent, unless the blue team are going to push with it. Bit of pressure coming up, Bob not quite dying as quickly as they want to. He's gone now. This now gives the red team, though, a bit of space to move in with. They have the big ults. A big grab from Rugby. Matched by the core, matched by the beam, matched by the window. There's so much Molten Core to go around that there's not really anywhere they can stand. That immortality getting all the value in the world, but now it fades, and so does the team along with it. Big early pick from Rugby. Oh, missing the bubble onto Welsh. Could have possibly saved him there. I think he wanted it. Might have just missed it on the AoE. Rugby, 10 HP in a dream. Oh, lucky to live the dynamite. Just about staying alive. This isn't looking great, though, for the team. On the side of the Leatherclad Console Jockeys, they're using a lot of ults, but not quite getting the value they want. Switching their comp over to a more aggressive rush with the Moira and the Lucio now instead of the Baptiste. Cacti bringing out an early Bob with the high ground. Catching the pick onto the Ana. Big stab coming out from Rykar. Both supports now down for, that's what she said. Grab used, but not to too much avail, not too much follow-up on the board. A double fire strike kill from Rykar. That will most definitely clear the fight. But the Ashe still completely uncontested on top, needs to be dealt with. Because any extra ult charge for the Ashe here, Brand will probably die, yet he goes. But any extra ult charge, that's 75% looking dangerous for the recontest. This is exactly what you love to see. You're seeing a team match the comp that they believe they had to match, changing around to get a better attack strat, and it looks like it's worked for Team Leatherclad. Getting early picks as well, staggering out some of the blue team here, trying to get a bit of an extra payload push without getting caught. Team Spitfire 1v1ing the Moira completely unawares. And it looks like this overextension perhaps from the Leatherclad is going to catch them out here. Possibly looking for that Nano boost onto Trophy, taking a really early fight. Solo grabbed at that. Nano though, put onto Trophy to keep him up. Here he goes, marauding onto the point, missing the swing onto the window, missing one, missing two. Cacto's waiting for it, she's inviting it, and there it is. Completely at a loss. When there's an angry, flaming electric German running towards you, I believe I would also be at a loss at what to do. But no, Trophy really running over the team. Red team probably feeling a bit hard done by that, having solo grab Trophy and him not dying. Bit of an overextension perhaps with Dragons also coming online. Rugby trying to feed himself a bit of charge. Hanzo also now matched from Z-Man on the side of that's what she said. Bob in no man's land, a huge slam coming out from Trophy. They were all turned around, all waiting for the Bob to disappear. Trophy with a tactical hello, making his presence known as if it wasn't already. Blue team so mesmerised by the Bob behind them. Or rather the red team, sorry. Team Leatherclad so mesmerised by Bob. All turned looking for an autograph. And instead they got a hammer from the trophy chef himself. Out of retirement. But definitely not lost his mojo. Shields though going a bit low. This is a chance where you think that with the ults kind of favouring Leatherclad now, that if they were to do an aggressive coalescence, an aggressive beat, they could make a fight out of this. Big slam probably needed though. And a big slam it is! That looks like at least 4! Valkyrie coming out. Is it enough to flip the fight? The beat's out. A big pin. Bit of a laggy spike on that one. But it's just nothing they can do. Trophy, he's so powerful, he's so huge. There's just so much damage everywhere. And a big slam from Trophy onto the back line. His carry potential huge, but his team crumbling around him. Looks like this is just about going the way of Leatherclad. A bit of a weird switch up here. We're seeing Sigma Diva, the game plan from Leatherclad. Possibly they've realised that matching the Rush Rhine isn't the best bet, given a more rushy environment. Interested to see the Sigma here though. You wouldn't expect to see Sigma with Diva onto this kind of point. Bit of a double. Oh, and a big grab coming out. Possibly a bit televised, but not quite the reaction time they needed. Dragons coming out as well. Enough to just about get away. Rugby a bit stuck between a rock and a hard place. And this is the problem, is that with the Sigma, with the Diva, rushing directly onto them doesn't seem like the best bet. Although Lemon's still alive, possibly about to make a hero's dream. Not quite, sprung by Z-Man. This is another problem that I see, is that you go to the Sigma because you understand how big that Gravitic Flux might be, but he's not going to have it in time. There's not the time on the clock, only 8 seconds remaining now for the red team to even touch and then to take a fight out of that with ults possibly in no one's favour at the moment with all the switches have been made. Are they going to touch? Is any going to touch be made? There's a touch. Welsh is on point, having to coalesce on, hopefully soon to keep his team going. Looks like he's going to go for it. Possibly the hero play. Welsh getting 1. Can he confirm the rest? He's getting 2. Where's the third? He's looking for it. He's trying to make himself the hero. Welsh John. Well, the trophy's back. The big bad German has made his arrival. Get those fingernails out. There they are. Welsh John. Soloing his way. Soloing his team back onto the point. Expensing his whole bladder's worth of... Oh, they almost C9'd. I almost saw that. They almost C9'd the point. But they're just about okay. Red team now in overtime. A big bomb going to be coming out from Rugby. Has to be the win condition, you think. They have to make something out of this bomb. They also can't C9, which means probably Lucio and or Moira has to be left on the point at some point. Possibly bomb flux might be the win condition if they can get any kind of flux charge. Here it goes. Bomb in a bit of an interesting spot. Catches onto the Ana. Flux needs to be huge. Let's see him go for it. Catches onto the Diva. It looks like Leatherclad might clutch a fight. Diva goes down. Ash onto the high ground. Dragons coming onto the point. Big beat to resist it. And there they are. Leatherclad catch the point. Just about by the skin of their teeth. As it going for the dunk. Gets the dunk. With his little jazz music, little saxophone. Pushing forward. This now was looking from a very difficult situation to actually not too bad. With a minute 10 on the clock to get the point to the end of the map. You're looking for just the full cap if you're lucky. Any time left over I think would be a dream come true for Leatherclad as of now. But with ults coming back online, Rugby about to get in his mech. Needs to get that online soon to negate some of the damage coming onto the Sigma, given the double off-tank strategy they're going for. Here it comes. Oh, this is the main concern. Spitfire racking up the nano charge. Big intentional sleep. Here comes the tie from behind. Catches onto Spitfire. Catches onto the mech as well. It's a double. Shams very low on the Mercy. Just about dying, and this is exactly what you want to see. A very big early fight taken. Lemony with a huge tie to try and get a confirm. And now we're seeing the Leatherclad Costal chase into the back line. So like out some kind of advantage. Bob contesting the point just for the time being. Looks like he will go down to the collective spam. Reload needed, but not forced. Now this is where the problem comes. Big slam coming out from the nano-boosted Reinhardt. And it looks like that might be all she wrote. Cats are getting run down, run over by the German lawnmower that is Trophy. Keeping his garden clean. I don't think there's any retouch. I don't see how the red team can even hope so. Rugby trying to do some acrobatics to get onto the point. Does make contact. Probably going to die to the turret. That's bomb coming in. Catches onto the Sigma, and it looks like that's going to be all she wrote for this attacking phase from Leatherclad Costal Jockeys. And yep, we see the points reset, the game flip over. That is 2 points captured, 69 nice meters on the board for the Leatherclad Costal Jockeys. That is a hard hold to break. 3rd point Hollywood, famous for its recontest potential. Be interesting to see if there's any swaps on defense for either team. With the blue team now pushing onto the attack phase, they obviously seem very comfortable with the rush. We all thought that they would be, but this is a bit of a whitewash in terms of the 1v1. Maybe we'll see the red team be a bit overjoyed with their Sigma experience. Might stick onto that. Might see how they get on. Might see how they manage with the recontest. Bullet now into the spectator zone, ready to take part as of the next game. Will be available for the red team. Could Bullet bring back this series if it's in a reverse sweep situation, or are we going to see Bullet help wrap up the series in favour of the red team when he comes in? If this game goes to 1 apiece, we'll wait and see. But it seems that coming out of the gates, a bit of a strange swap again. We're seeing that the Mercy making another grand appearance as whipping it out this time. Hopefully going to help out Cacti just a little bit with her damage output. And it looks like the Rhine Zarya mirrored by the defensive teams, but not by the offensive. We're seeing Nat stick onto the D.Va this round. Possibly fancying her bomb chances. Or are we going to see any late swaps over to the Zarya? Looks like no, we're sticking with the D.Va. Brand on the McCree with the Houston Atlas. Beautiful skin, by the way. Would recommend to anyone. And the Z-Man Genji. This man's hero pool getting wider and wider. Starting to look like the Atlantic Ocean from which he came. Z-Man poking, sees the sim turrets, obviously giving away the information that Sim's there. That's a huge anti-nade, catching onto 2. Cacti down to Z-Man. Looks like the early dive, the early somewhat dive coming out. Yeah, just like that, the red team are beginning to falter. Welsh doing everything he can to keep his Reinhardt up. If there's any world where a recontest is available, it's one where Welsh does his job, and yeah, he keeps the team alive. Both supports now looking a bit struggly for the red team. Rugby, 100 charge, needs to keep it. He's getting absolutely battered around, but Trophy drops, and it looks like, despite the early picks going the way of the blue team, Leatherclad are going to get the recontest and are going to hold. That's a big fight. I think they needed that. They needed that fight to keep them intact. Here they go. Any extra potential ult charge would be appreciated. And there it is. Rugby now coming to his first grab of this round. Could be very huge. Not too much to go with it. Looks like they're a little bit ahead in terms of other ultimates. Needs to be careful though. If you get run over, if the nano onto Ryan is a bit too deadly. Big early pick coming out from Lemony. Onto the Symmetra now. Her hero pool also seems to try and mirror that of Z-Man's in terms of variety. What does the plan seem to be? It looks like Trophy is preparing to push in. Here he goes, big fire strike, catches onto 3. Looking for a slam here, you'd think, but the turret's slowing him down. Early coalesce, early grab, and a big slam! You'd think that, seriously, that Rykar should have held a shield into the grab, but he lets it go, gets caught for it. Luckily, the grab and the coalescence damage already inserted was enough to close out the fight, but Rykar playing a dangerous game, dropping his shield in front of Trophy. We know that Trophy does love to dig out a shatter out of an absolute lost situation. He does love to find the little golden ticket. Now though, again, this situation looking very good for Leatherclad. The early nano, the early bomb. Ryan has to protect his team. Does well. A big slam. He must have heard the shield go. It's so huge. He just has to go for it. But Trophy's built another slam in the meantime. Incredible scenes. Trophy building 2 slams in half a fight. you've got to think that they must be having a conversation thinking, guys, how does he have 2 slams in the space of half a fight? Trying to clear the point. Mercy and Moira dropping for Team Leatherclad. Looks like that's going to be all she wrote for point A. A longer hold than you would have thought, but with the potential to go for the slam there, you think that Rykar could have possibly gone for it with it all lined up for him on a silver platter. But now it's all about that second point defense. Are they going to go for a close hold onto the building? Or are they going to back up and play the drawbridge? The cross bridge across the 2 high grounds. It looks like that's the plan. They're going to hold a deeper line, try and expose a little nook and cranny here and there and drop onto the team, but obviously a bit more difficult given the D.Va eating much of the spam coming through. Lemony taking a bit of a further back position, possibly at risk of getting dived by Genji should they call it out. She's realised a little bit, she's coming a bit closer to her team. Looks like the drop is on. Cacti dropping as well. And a huge slam. You'd think that with a bit of a staggered effect, Trophy 1 HP, holding on by an absolute whim. Many it could be said for the same team. Spitfire 1 HP dropping. Brand gone as well. Trophy crumbling, gone. What a strategy coming out from the red team. To have all the observance from the high ground. A dynamite use to clean up Baby D.Va. Possibly overkill, but you do what you have to. Red team, with that strategy to hold onto the high ground, to then drop onto the blue team, completely unaware. Big slam coming out from Rykar to keep everyone in their place. This high ground, it seems to be very difficult to break. Not sure how the blue team can. Oh, but Rykar's gone in so early. Lemony helping out. And it looks like Bob, Cacti collected. Oh, and the Trophy gets booped to the air mid-slam. Bomb coming out. Can it be a hero bomb? Only catches onto the 1. Won't be enough. That was such a chaotic fight. So many things happening. But again, if you're the red team, we are loving these fights. These are exactly the fights you want to go for because you're forcing out so many ultimates in a fight where you think is going to favour your way. So, luck have it, shouldn't be in too much of a bad spot. This now looks like the red team's position to take. I'm not sure how blue can quite fight this again. Slam online for Rykar. We're going to watch him go for it. Tyre coming out. Beat not neutralising it. Shams dropping low. No shield. Go for it. Just throw the hammer down. Throw it. No. Unlucky. Red team getting rolled over. Rugby needing to back up at a good charge level here. Doesn't want to lose it by respawn. Genji just about fumbling his way out. And it looks like the situation that the red team had so far under control, being that high ground, is starting to waver. Starting to fall onto the side of the blue team. And this is going to be a very difficult recontest. Going to see the Shatter 1v1 coming out from Trophy and Rykar. Both of them getting very close. Rotating through the right door. Rugby touching. And a big slam that doesn't catch anything. Swings coming out from either side. Oh, ginormous slam. But is it too late? Can Lemony clutch up? Where is she? I can't find her. There they are. Oh, huge shot onto the soldier. Oh my goodness, these fights are insane. Honestly, I cannot wait to VOD this game because I cannot keep up with what's going on. I need to have like 15 pauses. I have a pause button bound, but only for emergency circumstances. Incredible. So many ults flying out, one after another, in like a synchronized swimming performance at the Olympics. You'd expect to see some kind of mirror of this. It really is incredible. This does look like, again, a situation where, due to the fight's been taken, a big early grab, catching onto the rotation, both supports looking like they might go down. But it's no follow-up. Rugby with a huge ult, he must be furious. His team not quite where he needed them to be at the right time. Tracer trap, Tracer going down, that's very big for the red team. Major DPS threat gone already. Bob online. Bomb not quite in range to catch Cacti. Lucky as could be. Looks like, yeah, just a pure power of the nano, the slams, the swings coming out from Trophy, just the damage of the bomb as well, making zoning space. This game is now flipped completely on its head. We're from a situation where if that grab from Rugby was to connect, I think that would be game where we saw it. Both supports and a DPS in the grab, not one of them dying. You'd have to say huge healing coming out from Spitfire and Shams to hold each other's hands tight and keep each other up. Situation though favouring team, that's what she said, going into potentially last couple of fights on Hollywood. There is a win condition to be had. There's no drawing here. No round 3. Rugby needs to find some charge somewhere. A little bit far forward compared to the rest of his team. A bit more passives we're seeing from Leatherclad. But Rykar must know that if his shield breaks, so will his team. Big slam, catching onto the bubble. Huge block coming out from Rugby. Whether he meant to or not, possibly will keep his team in it. Oh, but the brand visor So powerful. And a huge catch. Is there enough? And that's all she wrote. Too little, too late. You have to feel for team, that's what she said. A proper brawl on that second point. You think if they were going to win it, they were going to claim it there. But one fight that just didn't quite go their way at the end. And here he is, the big man himself, making his presence known on the replay card. Receiving the nano boost. Huge slam. The jump, questionable. Bit of a cinematic experience going out from Trophy, trying to make the cameras go. That brings us to 2-0 in the series, leading into match 3.
Someone needs to show how it's done.
Truly an amazing spectacle coming out. These games are so incredibly close, but just haven't quite gone the way of Leatherclad just yet. You would think that if you were to re-roll some of those fights, throw in a bit of an extra luck factor here and there, then we'd be seeing a completely different scoreline right now. But currently, as we stand, it is 2-0 to the Leatherclad console jockeys. And I will just check with the team captains for a second. Are we going to see any subs? Rugby Rushy is typing in the Discord chat. We'll take a tactical 2-minute break. Trophy needing his tactical reset, as it were, down south with a toilet break. I think we can all agree. I, however, having ingested 2 litres worth of water. Bullet God making himself known. Just taking a small breather. And we're seeing now from the red team, Lemony coming out for Bullet God, making his grand appearance. Better late than never. The bullet zone we're about to step into. Bullet God 300, demoted by 10 times his own strength, unfortunately, because of the length of the names allowed. But we will just give the teams a minute or so to breathe, recollect. And this is just crazy. These games flipping backwards and forwards in a way that no one could have anticipated, I'm sure. Why is my stream manager being so scuffed? Can't see chat. Oh, there's just so much chat. Ladies and gents, I'm sorry for the chat that I've missed. Hello everyone, how are you doing? We'll do a quick streamer moment. Ladies and gents, thank you Beatlemania for the follow, much appreciated. Thank you Deep Anubis for the follow. Welcome George. All of the big ladies and gents coming out to join us tonight. Trophy subbing for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much, Trophy. Really appreciate it, my man. Sorry, peeing is a thing. No, it's fine. I got you. Thank you for following Spitfire. Welcome to the stream. Who won, Jay? We're currently 2-0 in the series. The Marsh Reaper, thank you for the follow. Currently, we are seeing team, that's what she said, up 2-0 in the series. But I do think that there's a bit of a misrepresentation in a way. Games could be going either way. Wow, Ingrid, thank you so much for the sub. Mr. J, welcome back as a 2-month tier 1 sub gifted by Ingrid. Thank you so much, Ingrid. Really splashing out on us today. Ladies and gents, just want to say, if anyone's got a free follow waiting, we are 1 follow away from 69 followers, and that would be funny. So please consider pressing the button if you have the space before we get back into this next game. But my God, this is crazy. These games are going in the weirdest of ways. Seeing the rush mirror coming out from both teams in a sense where you thought that no one would dare match the rush of team, that's what she said. But it's been honestly rather well matched. I think Trophy has been exactly what we thought Trophy would be. He's been living in Narnia rent-free for the last 3 months, training what it's like to be absent from his team in the front line. But then again, Leatherclad possibly looking a bit less so on the aggression side, but the organisation, the bubble, the unit that they moved in as a collective group, really applying all of the pressure in the world onto that front line. And it is, honestly, it is just a shatter contest. It's been whose hammer is bigger, bit of a heavyweight competition between Trophy and Rykar. But really, I think, to be honest with you, considering the way the game's gone so far with it 2-0 in the series, I wouldn't expect to say it, but it has been relatively evenly matched on the main tank front. Trophy doing his job as he always does, in ways that we always expect. I'd be interested to see how the other game's going. Anyone got any news on how Lakin's side of the coin's going between Cursed and Dukes? Any updates? Any potential tea to be spilled? God, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to do VOD reviews of these games. Who's excited to do a community VOD review of these games? I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. Proper Overwatch League style VOD reviews of everything. I'll stream it. Curse has won both games. So both... Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't think that there'd be two teams that are up 2-0 in the series. But, well, always potential. We're entering the Bullet zone. Bullet is now here, ready to flip the tides. Lemony, criminally unlucky in the last couple of games. Lots of opportunities not quite going her way. A hell of a shot onto that soldier on the high ground at the end of point 2. I thought they were honestly going to hold. Didn't quite go the way. Thank you for following Brandon, ladies and gents. We're at 69 followers. That is insane. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. It's incredible. Shout out to everyone involved in this to making this happen. It isn't just me that's doing this. And we are kicking off in T-1 minute. So please, please, please be ready. We're getting there. 69 followers. What a beautiful sight that is. It is absolutely incredible. The Master Reaper subscribing at Tier 1. Thank you so much for the Tier 1 sub. Welcome to the channel. Much appreciated. And gents, in a couple of segunditos, we are going to rejoin the stream. Mr. 69. Thank you, Brand. I love that that's the first chat you've ever made. But here we go. Okay, I'm just going to quickly put in the readies. Get the readies in. Lemony does not play DPS. Does she not? Well, whoever this Lemony person is clearly hasn't seen the Lemony that we're seeing. Clearly two different people, because this Lemony is quite cracked on Junkrat and Farah. Almost switching the fights. Lemony's been doing great. Come on, ready up, guys. Tell me that you're ready, so we can go back in. Marsh giving out one Tier 1 gifted. Dragon Shadow, welcome back. Little lurker, I didn't see you there. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the subscribed stream. Tier 1 gifted, thank you so much, Marsh Reaper, for the Tier 1 gifted. Big junk spam, incredibly big junk spam. I hate it, but love it. I hate playing it, I love to watch it. It's great. It's like a guilty pleasure. No one tell anyone. Ready, ready, and then red, ready. And we're going to go back in as soon as we hear the word. Waiting on Bullet. That's fine. I've also realised that I was about to put them back into Hollywood. We're not going to Hollywood. We're going to Hanamura. So I should probably change the map. Oh, we can tell I've done this before. We can tell I've been a squad leader of a squad before as well. Hanamura. Here we go. What we will do as well is we will flip the teams so that the defenses switch. That's what she said. Hopefully not in that occasion. Leather-clad console jockeys. Till Bullet hits the bone. Big pew-pew energy. Yep. Oh, Lemony! I didn't even realise. Thank you so much for the sub as well. People, really. I appreciate it so much. Mother Dearest just sent me a text right on cue. Asking how I am. I'm doing amazingly now. Thank you so much, guys. Love the support. Wait. Wait. Shh. Is that what it was before? Is that what it was before? Please tell me that's what it wasn't before. Please tell me that's what it wasn't before. Please tell me it wasn't TWSH before, was it? Oh no! I had one job! I had one job! Let's go! Has it? Great. Okay, that's, you know what? Listen. I don't want to hear it. Okay? We're new to everyone. It was. Great. No, it's fine. Listen, Lakin's probably blundered as well. It happens. We all blunder. It's week 1, okay? And you ruined it. Shh. Nobody snitch. Nobody saw anything, okay? Nobody tell Lakin. I'm gonna lose my job. Don't tell Lakin. I'll actually get fired. I had one job. Did Lakin pause mid-match? Okay, we've not been that bad. I could have paused mid-match. High quality content. My DualShock batteries are low. Imagine I ran out of battery charge mid-game. Pause recharge. All the whoopsies. Mid-fight too. Mid-fight? Lakin! See, I have a button bound, but I don't know which button it is. Let's go. Okay, they're ready. Guys, going in 3, 2, get back into your teams. Don't type in my Twitch chat. Come on, get yourselves together. I keep doing that. I almost leave the game. And we're going in to Hanamura. We're right there and bam, pause. Caught in 4K. Natin does not suck. She's been releasing the bombs like Kim Jong-un could never today. And this is going to be interesting. Be very interesting going into map 3. This is a match point win condition. If team, that's what she said, who are now red, which is going to really confuse me, are able to take this map, it is over. That'll be all she wrote. Did someone else subscribe? Did I miss something? Am I crazy? Wait, it can wait. What are we going to see? We're going to see the Mei Symmetra coming out from team, that's what she said, on the attack. Very interesting. We're seeing the Bullet Junkrat. Here we are, ladies and gents. Welcome to the Bullet Zone. This is what we've been waiting for. Possibly here to flip the tide. Is that a Wrecking Ball? Is that right? Oh, okay. Right, I was going to say. Interesting comps coming out. We're seeing the Mercy once again from Az, looking very consistent today. Cacti on the Ash. Very much the same that we've seen so far. Really only Welsh being the one that's been flipping too many off-rolls. Seeing a lot of the Anna, Baptiste, Moira. Very flexible on his support comps. Oh wow, Ingrid just subscribed. Hello Ingrid. Thank you. I didn't even see. But anyway, we'll continue. Not too much coming out from the blue team in terms of changes, but from the red team we're seeing wholesale changes. We're seeing the Mei coming out from Z-Man. Once again, this man is on some kind of tear to prove a point that you can play any hero at this level. Early Ice Sword coming out. Trophy almost completely destroyed. And an early pick coming out from Raikar. Catch also mentioned, never really gets to get a TP down. Trying to get the burns out. I'm going to quickly get back over to Raikar and see how his Rein play is getting on. I'll try not to be biased, but I do love to watch a Reinhardt. Shield's dropping pretty low. Bullet, he's living his absolute dream on the front line. I'm so excited to see the chaos that this man will bring. Already at his first tire of the game. Almost polar opposite in comparison to Brand, who's only just switched over. 2% to 95, and a huge slam! Already, possibly the unexpectation factor. Having it so quickly. Bullet possibly getting a bit excited with the tyre. Looks like that fight was already won, but a definite way to clean it up. And again, with Brand only at 31%, who says Bullet won't get another tyre before Brand gets there? This could go either way. This is what we want to see. It looks like the blue team really, I would actually argue, very controversially, a hot take, that looks like the blue team have got a better grip on the rush comp. They actually look to be playing a better consistent rush than the red team. But just the sheer firepower coming out from Trophy, as we knew would happen, as well as the support line from Spitfire and Shams, really giving him everything that he needs to do his job. Seeing an interesting stalemate. See it from Trophy's point of view, going into the attack phase. Z-Man with a great pick onto Bullet, but a huge grab. What is the follow-up? Not too much. Nano possibly needed. He's going to go for it. Catches the Nano in time. Trophy sleeping. A huge slam coming out from Raikar. Finished by Raikar. Made by Welsh John. A monstrous Nano to keep the Rhine up. And then as well to keep the Rhine asleep on the other team. Shieldbash not quite catching. Trophy 1 HP. Oh, he's going for it. Not quite going to catch him. Quickly charges back out. Charges into a blizzard. Oh, I thought he was going to go off the map. Hitting the bell. Trophy, where he loves to live. Absolute Narnia. Looks like Raka's going to drop. It looks like that unbridled aggression and rage coming out from Trophy, just enough to keep them in check. Looks like they're going to get an early cap onto point A, unless Slam being forced. This is probably good. You'd think if you're the blue team at this point that this fight might be losing. So to get any kind of ults out, probably ideal. Rogue with a pick onto the Brig, getting him closer to that grav. So if I down, Shams getting close to the Coalescence. This is going to be a really, really important fight. 4 minutes on the clock on Hanamura, which isn't too much, to be honest. It's not massive amounts. Hanamura, you could do worse. I've seen 6. I've seen people get hold for 6 as well, so you'd love to see what comes out from the red team on their attack. Blue team opting for a low hold. I'd like to see the Ryan hold onto the high ground, maybe dropping on, giving a bit less space, but this gives the red team the opportunity now to really construct an attack. Although, look, we can see that Bullet and Rushy both holding this high ground, playing a split kind of comp. Bullet may have to 1v1 the Echo though at some point. Echo knows he's low. Bullet super low. Oh, the tire goes down for the fire strike. Big swings. Can't slam here because of the ledge. Fight though, swaying over. So much sustain. Oh, the counter charges. Both big boys meeting each other. Big slam. Slamming into his own spawn, and Rykar really coming into his element. Staple mantelpiece of this team. Honestly, a threat to look out for, I would say, based on this performance. Anyone and everyone who's seen this matching the Rhine. Something I personally will be looking out for when we come up against this team. That Rhine looks nasty. The only thing I don't like is this position. I wish they all held the high ground together so that Bullet wouldn't be so exposed. But Bullet now switching over to the Hanzo. Possibly looking for a bit more active shield break, maybe to try and challenge the Echo, although I think just double hit scan, if that is the case, would be better. But this is the problem that I've got, is that when you're looking at the red team's comp, controlling this high ground, committing the charge to make space, Trophy going to look for the slam here. Although he's grabbed and he's anti-ed. One swing would do it. No, I didn't trust it. Rykar should have gone. It's so close. Brand serpentining his way out of a dangerous position. Now this is where you want to be if you're the red team. You've just about held a fire. Oh, but the nano gets eaten! Because Trophy died before it administered. Like a dodgy dose of the vaccine. He never even felt it. And that is a disaster coming out from team. That's what she said. Really, really not enjoying the Hanamura experience so far. And you have to say, as 4 minutes turns into 2, starting to look quite good here for the red team. Team LCCJ looking like they're going to take over a bit of momentum going into these last couple of fights. Brand looking to do a bit of fishing, but without the rod. Nat's still out of her mech. The longer that this stays the case, the better it becomes for the blue team. But here she is back in it. Does she have bomb online? Not quite 53%. Z-Man switching over to the Junkrat. Going to have time to build maybe 1 or 2 tires. Trophy holding some kind of position. Is he gone? Is he gone? Is he gone? Oh, I thought he was gone! Trophy just about clinging onto the edge for dear life on his daily dose of Narnia trips, just about staying on. Oh, he's so crazy. I don't understand this man. Looks like there is some kind of point fight being taken, although Trophy dropping early to the Welsh John. Anna. Looks like the red team are starting to, maybe not panic, but they're losing a bit of their cool. And as we said, they might be more favoured in the rush due to the SR ranges, the damage, whatever, the trophy chef being a major factor. But it looks like that when it comes to an organised, brawly rush comp, the blue team have seemed to really have done their homework. They're really like an ironed machine. And it is interesting to see. Big ults coming up this fight. We've got Grav Dragons, we've got Bob on its way, Slam. Basically a 6-man ult fight coming up from the blue team. You would hope if they were them that they wouldn't use all of them. A big sleep and a big anti. Oh, a double kill come from Rykar. And a huge... Oh, he gets slammed out of the slam. I was going to say a huge slam, about to scream it at the top of my lungs, but... And it's exactly what we didn't want to see, though. Basically every ult apart from Bob and Anna coming out from the blue team. Although the sleep out of the slam, absolutely ginormous. You would say maybe then in that case that to force the slam having this... To force the grab with the slam getting slept, possibly a great way to confirm the fight. But now you're looking at a situation where, for once, the red team are winning on the ults. Brand trying to farm that visor, not quite gone his way yet this game. Going for a very long flank. And an early kill, again, from Welsh, the anti-nade. Like an anti-nuke coming out. Early charging in from Rykar. Is he gone? He's down! That means Grab's also out of the way for the blue team, because they've only got that. Realistically, they could contest it. Oh, a whipped slam from Trophy! This fight is insane, this could go either way. Z-Man with a huge tire potential. Everyone moved though. Possibly getting 2 or 3. Catches onto 3. That's got to do it, right? There's no way. By the skin of their teeth. The red team cap. My lord! What a game, what a tie! I thought they were done and dusted, I thought they were going to be stuck at 1. Just about able to clinch a good fight. Crazy scenes. Crazy scenes. Absolute heartbreak from Leatherclad. Doing everything flawlessly for 3.5 minutes on that defense. Just in that last fight, the Nano Rhine clipping off the edge. Not quite staying on the point where he needed to be, which means also the Nano went to waste because by the time he gets back up, there's just no time in it for it to get value. Big tie coming out from Z-Man. Truly shell-shocking stuff coming out from either team. Now, blue team, kind of staring at the jaws of defeat a little bit. Have to get some kind of energy together. My man's making marshmallows. Like it's the 4th of July. You love to see it. Looks like we're going to see some kind of Reaper coming out from the blue team here. Which into the Junkrat that we've seen before would have been risky, but it looks like we're going to see the Torb again. Oh, teleporter offline from Brand. No TP for you. I think they've realised, I think they're renegotiating the spot. But this is going to be interesting to see. I would love to see the bullet POV rolling out of spawn. Seeing the tanks moving in together. In a very organised front, as we've seen. This is where we're going to see some turret poke. These turrets are doing a lot. Cacti on the Mei. So all of that tickle poke damage that we're seeing. It looks like, though, Blue have had quite a flawless... Oh, almost a flawless, I was going to say. Move into the side room, but Rugby does get caught. And that is probably going to be all she wrote for that first fight. Any ult charge here is good ult charge. I say you swing until you drop. Trophy already with Earth Shatter in the first 10 seconds of the fight. Possibly an argument to be said that he didn't have to use it and that probably could have saved it. But definitely putting his mark onto the scene. Bit of jazz music coming out from as you love to see it. Here we are, attempt 2. I'm not sure what I feel about this comp in terms of the Mei Reaper. Have to get very close in, but those turrets doing so much zoning damage. Using the Mei wall to get through the point. Trophy missing the charge. Possibly able to get the confirm onto Symmetra, not quite going down. So much damage. I think the Rhine has to rotate. You have to just keep going. This Trophy's going to cut you off otherwise. There he is. He's waiting already. Bullet trying to take out that TP. There it goes. Cacti gone though. This is a very losable fight for the blue team. I don't understand. The Trophy's already here. Getting countercharged. These turrets are actually like an 8th man on the field at the moment. Bullet with Apic. Oh, interesting attempt. Not quite catching the confirm he wanted. Sifai versus Bullet. Almost cleaning up. This is such a messy fight. I have no clue what's going on. Cacti doing what I thought she might, switching over to the hit scan. Not looking ideal, but still not over yet for the Leatherclad console jockeys. Still space to be made. Big headshot. Bullet in the backline, stepping onto the point, forcing a bit of movement. Getting poked out by the turret though. Getting 1v1'd by the turret, caught out. I think blue team is starting to panic a little bit. Just need a bit of a recontest, bit of a regroup. Force ults, force Sanano, force everything. Thing is that the red team, they're just building their ults so much more quickly as you always do. That's a great pick though, coming out early. Slam catches onto Welsh, but not enough to confirm it. Huge peel coming out from the blue team to keep him up. Now this, if they play this fight slow, don't charge. If they play this fight slow and don't charge, they could probably get some kind of recontest. If the wall's not great from Brand, it's very, very forward. But Ryan just absolutely melting in that front line. Big grab. Huge grab. That wall's still online though. This is the problem you've got if you're Bullet, is that you just need the ult to come online. So much damage coming out of that choke from the double spam. Need to wait a little bit. You're only 4 people. Don't go for the slam. I know you want to. Just wait. Oh, never mind. Huge slam. Winnable. Big grab though, coming back out from the side. Under the pressure. Looks like the point is flipping back again. Big slam catching onto 2. Confirming the kill onto Cacti. Not quite getting the second kill. Immo coming out from Spitfire. Giving all of the doses you thought they would have needed to keep that tank alive. 30 seconds on the board. Getting a little bit wavery. Bullet's still on his way to his first Blossom. I don't think Reaper's the play here. It's been so difficult for him to build any ult charge. Moving on to the Sigma though from Rushy. Possibly. But Bullet! You ask and you shall receive. Gets a triple kill. We had to wait, but what did we wait for? Absolute class coming out from Bullet. Big dodge from Rykard, just keeping himself up in the fight. Torp turret doing so much poke damage though. This could still be losable. Less likely now that we're seeing, yep, Ryan drops, and that is going to be first point confirmed from the blue team. That turret needs to go. I can't believe it's been there for so long. I actually don't think it's dropped at all as we've seen it. A great spot for whoever put it up there. I think Brand. No, Z-Man leaving it up there. Brand go for a bit of ult charge before he drops. Dropping. George, thank you so much for the subscription, mate. I really appreciate it. Really rooting your team forward and forward. Now, if you're favouring the Leatherclad here, you wouldn't be in such a bad spot, because there's a position to be made here where one good couple of fights and you can win this point with time. Going for a heavy rotation. Point already dropped onto by the team of, that's what she said, waiting to get some kind of engagement, but not really there. That's a huge sleep. Any anti there? Wahid Falafasir is coming out early. Oh, Rykard needs to live, but he's not going to. Dropping early. So much damage. The wall, everything. Cacti in a bit of a hard place to get out of. Getting 1v1 by the turret, as we've seen before. Poke for some ult charge, I think. Getting a bit of a burst. Just about getting out of there. Getting the reset now. These fights are looking very close. Rugby built almost an entire flux off of that one fight with the disgusting new skin. I'm sorry for anyone who likes it. I hate fingers. Look at his fingers, little sausage fingers. Hands are coming out from Bullet. I actually respect this pick a lot more. I think it's better than the Reaper here. Bit of a longer sightline to look down. But this, I think, is going to be where it's most important. We're not going to have too much of the spotlight today, but we're going to have to now. This beat is going to need to be massive to get the value that they need. An early amp speed in, I think. Oh, but they get flank shattered! And that is all it takes. A big drop down from Trophy onto the fight. The minute 23 on the clock. It looks like even if there is a cap to be had, there's going to be time left over for both teams. We are probably going to round 3 should they cap. Leatherclad at this point need to just compose and realise that they need to get whatever time they can out of this fight. Try and break that teleporter early would be a good shout. Looks like Az is going for it. There it goes. Got to make the use of that speed now that it's gone. Force through the window. I'm speeded. Oh, but the damage boosted fire strike through the window, collecting onto 3. And it's all just going up pear-shaped. An absolute disaster coming out from the red team, caused by the red team. Spitfire's window, Trophy's fire strike in that narrow corridor. You never want to be there. Catches onto 3. This is do or die now coming up for the Leatherclad jockeys. Last case scenario. The Wrecking Ball coming out from Rugby. Looks like they've fully committed to this desperation pick. No, they need to touch the point. But Trophy going for it again. He's got another one. How does he have so many slams? But he dies. This could go either way. Big slam from Riker. Catches onto 1 or 2. And looks like Trophy's absolute energy, sheer determination, might have cost him the point. Can they confirm the kills before the retouchers come out? They need to win this fight soon. Any recontest they probably lose. Big Nano. Immo needs to go. Big beat. Big pick. Baptiste won. Baptiste dead. Pushing now onto... Oh, that's huge. Got right gameplay from both teams. Ladies and gents, I thought it was all and over. I thought it was all and over. We've got one more round left in us. At least. What a huge play. I don't believe it. Trophy with the ego play to drop down and shatter the backline. Hard punished for it. The whole team wasn't ready. Trophy with a good play, but the team just wasn't quite there to follow up on him. You'd have to think, was there the call made, or was it just a do or die moment in his head? You've got to go for it, Trophy. You've got to go for it. I don't know, but whatever it hasn't gone the way they planned. And instead of sealing out the game, instead they've sealed their own fate into a 3rd round. 1 minute on the clock for each team. Nerves have got to be shaken. This is Leatherclad's chance to get back in the series, to bring it to 2-1. Still in match point situation, but not impossible. And we're going to see, is that what I think it is? The attack Bastion may be on the cards. I'm seeing a Farah. Seeing the Sim. I think Rugby has discovered a new love for Sigma after that last round, having built an entire ultimate almost in 30 seconds. Are we really going to see a TP Bastion?
I must say you're looking quite...
Ladies and gents, when I thought this game was going to get any more bizarre, we might possibly be looking at teleport Bastion attack. This has to work for them flawlessly, otherwise they might get held. It's a bit of a risk to take, but I respect the confidence, I trust it. See how they get on. Gotta follow Brand's point of view. He is the talisman of this attack. If he can make any kind of value out of this situation, it's got to be him. Symmetra's mirrored from both sides. Teleport going onto the high ground. So this is what we're going to set up. Bastion already set. Do they realise? They do. Blue team have got to back out early. That pressure on that shield is incredible. As just about getting across the way. Window's still dangerous, so they can see it. This could go either way. Anna may have been res, but God, the spam is incredible. Rugby needs to pull in a big shift here. Can't be in sightline for too long. Just play this little corner. This is fantastic positioning from the blue team. Such an organised comp. Break those teleport turrets. No extra damage from the Symmetra is crucial. Trophy! He's gone! He's gone! He's gone off the map! The classic! The blunder! It's still winnable though, coming out for the blue team. This could go either way. With Trophy gone, it's so hard to predict. Big damage. Coming from Bullet. Looks like Z-Man might have clutched. Can Marco clutch? He's on 10 HP. He's got to go for it. The Bastion's not going to get her in time. You've got to go for it. Oh, he's too slow. Oh, it's unlucky. He's just caught him between a rock and a hard place. Just about keeping the momentum going. Trophy charging off the map, but it doesn't matter. Getting the cap with the Bastion. Bastion online. But you would argue that looking into the next fight, apart from Nano Boost, you would say that every ult here probably favours blue. Here we are. This is it. It's do or die. 20 seconds on the clock. If you're leatherclad here, you need to hold. You need to get a full hold here to have any chance of winning. A draw here wouldn't be that bad. As well, big early wall. TP onto the high ground behind. Bastion on high, needs to be dealt with. And a huge slam! He doesn't get the pin though. And he slept! That's so unfortunate. Big rest from Az. Right behind them, they don't even know. Just big swims. Big swims, big swings. He's slammed though. Cacti with the Symmetra. Can she clutch? Needs to get whatever kind of damage she can. Into the microwave they go. Just about coming out. Looks like once again, this fight had no right to be won, you'd seen, by the team of That's What She Said. No right to win it, but they've somehow clawed away with it. So unfortunate. Brand on the Bastion. Who would have thought that a Bastion would have come out in week 1? Not quite getting the pin that he was looking for. And it looks like that's going to be all she wrote. A double cap with 1 minute overtime to cap both points. That is a hell of a difficult mountain to climb. Going to round 4 of Hanamura. For me, this is the only time where 2CP is enjoyable. When it's back and forth. It is technically still winnable. They need to climb the mountain. I think, honestly, the most important thing is just going to be seeing what they come up against. That rock, paper, scissors, that natural, unpredictable rock, paper, scissors going into that first fight could decide it. You never know what you're going to run into with 1 minute overtime, and you don't really have time to change. Looks like they're going to stick to the Bastion guns that they've been clawing to. Cacti whipping out the Hanzo, Bullet being the usual favourite for that pick. Bullet going back over to his trusty steed. The double eat composition. Looks like they're expecting the Bastion again. This could be a very big brain play without it even meaning to be, is that the fact that Bastion is coming out to have 2 eatable tanks is probably the way that they need to go. Cursed Bastion play, this is true. No one expected Bastion to come out. But here we are. See where they're starting to set up. The teleport is in play. It's going to hard commit to the Bastion. Bastion on the high ground. Brand taking hold of this vantage point. Bit of a difficult vision spot to be fair, but once they go through that main choke, if they're not fully aware of his location at all times, I think the win condition realistically is they have to build ults, but it's so difficult. Big anti coming out onto Nat. Immo's out for both teams. And the Rhine goes down. Bullet with an early pick. Not quite aware of the Bastion's presence, just has to sneak in. Stuck on a lamp. Oh, but Rhine gets rezzed. Oh, Mercy's won! Bastion goes down to the Storm Arrow. Bullet in behind. Bullet with one. Bullet's mines kill one. And all of a sudden, this is looking really winnable. Get on point. Touch the point. Touch the point. Get on. Was the TPs still on? Imagine the turrets clutch 3. What an insane game we're seeing. You'd have to say that there is a great chance for Leatherclad to win this. They've got the ults that they need. Tyre is going to be massive. With no immortality on the other side, there's nothing that they can do to stop it. If it connects, and it's going to kill at least 2. Because of the Bastion's positioning. You've got to say Bullet's got to go for it. But then again, it could go either way. They've got 20 seconds to touch the point. They need to also get the ult online. Bit of a poke, giving away the position. Trophy here already. You know what he wants. We all know what he wants. Someone's got to touch this point, though. Who's going to be the touch? Who's going to go? No one's touched! No one touches the point! They C9! It was so winnable! No way! Oh, they had everything they needed, just not a touch. They had every tool they did possibly want. But no way to get on. Unbelievable plays. What a series. You'd have to say it. That should never have been a 3-0 series. That was so incredibly tight throughout. What a performance. After week 1, match 2, between Team That's What She Said, now spelt properly, and the Leatherclad Council jockeys, series falls in favour of Team That's What She Said 3-0. What a series. Wow. What a series. That's it. That's 3-0. Sheesh! Oh my god, I'm so tired. This is crazy. Oh, what an absolute scene. We'll get Trophy and Rykar in. Bit of a chat before we go. Typical Overwatch League style. But no one could have predicted this. What a series. We will definitely... I cannot wait to review that series. Especially on Ilios. I completely forgot about Ilios, but... everything that happened. Unbelievable. We've got... wait, I don't have the replay codes. Okay, someone needs to give me the replay codes. But we'll have them. Okay, let me grab Trophy. Anyone got any updates on the other game, by the way? I'm desperate to know how they went. That'd be insane. Imagine double 3-0 series coming out. There they go, dispersing into the blue sea. Or the red sea, I suppose. We'll get Rykar in as well. Let's get everyone quickly into the group chat. There we are.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Ladies and gents, welcome to the post-match interview section of the livestream. Boys, can I first say congratulations. What a series. I actually had no clue what I was watching for a third of it. Yeah, I was so unbelievably confused. The plays, the punishes. You two are here because you two are my MVP picks, respectively, from each team. I think the Ryan duo was unbelievable. Trophy was exactly what we thought he was going to be. Like, so ridiculously feeding, but he made it work. And Michael, look, people haven't seen you play. People didn't know what you were going to come out with. And to match Trophy, no one thought anyone was going to match Trophy going into the series, but the rush from your team looked confident, it looked organised, it looked great. Just run me through it. Run me through from the leather-clad console jockey's point of view, what your training looked like going into week 1, how you got so organised, because that collective bubble movement that you did, the way you pushed into teams was brilliant.
We just we got into a lot of quick plays together, tried to get the team together as much as we could, and practice in, because we expected Trophy to be really aggressive and push in.
Yeah, well, he definitely turned up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing that
Am
threw
I
us
that
off
well
about
known for my aggressiveness?
Oh, you definitely made a statement about it today. Okay then. Well, yeah, I mean that's brilliant. It definitely showed that the training that you've done 100% paid off, and I think that I think I said it on stream about 10, 15 times going through those series, is that any one of those maps could have gone either way. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Coin flip games,
yeah.
really. It's unbelievable. I honestly think if you guys managed to touch that point at the end, we could be still looking at Hanamura right now, but so close in the end. All right, Trophy, your point of view. I need to hear it. Why? Give me heart attacks, man. Trying to watch you dropping off high grounds, shattering 5, shattering nothing.
What can I say? I'm an aggressive Ryan.
He is.
I got a good team to back me up. Thank you, team. Love you guys.
This is true.
Respect,
Unbelievable performance from both
for the
teams.
Beatles,
Yeah.
for putting up with me.
Well,
Sorry
you
for
two,
yelling at you.
you two teams both going into a strong start to the season. I think, to be honest with you, it's week 1. Results aren't too inherent of the rest of the league play. You only have to finish in the top 4 teams, so only one team doesn't make it in the end. So you guys have got time, and I think Leatherclad, I know you're missing George tonight, is a big hit for your team. If you can play like that with George back in the lineup as well, you look incredibly strong. I think you should definitely take that forward. So
I agree with that.
yeah, I think 100%.
I love playing against you, Ryan, man.
It was great.
Yeah,
The
it was good playing
MTA was
against
Good
yours.
matchup. I like
it was unbelievable.
The only part that was annoying is the heals you were getting, man. Every single
So
time you were
much
almost
sustain.
dead, nano.
So much sustain.
Nano.
Unbelievable.
And we just couldn't get the healers.
It was
That
unlucky.
was the only issue there. If we would have got the
Yeah.
issues, we probably could have punished you a lot easier, but you just had a really well-based team.
Well then, Trophy, congratulations from myself and I'm sure the rest of the Leatherclad. Wishing your team well on the 3-0 sweep of the series. Don't know how that happened, but we ended up there. Going
Have you got
into
my two
your
player
next couple of
games?
games. Yeah, your 2 player games, yeah. Going into your next games, you must be feeling confident. Is there any team that you think, apart from obviously Leatherclad, that could match your rush as well, or do you think that you guys are going to sweep in that kind of meta? It's a bit of a hot one to go for, but a bit of a hot take.
That's a very hot one. I think I would be more afraid of. I am afraid of Cursed Crusaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think their
Yeah.
team is currently 2-2 against Dukes of Da Vinci. I think they go to a map 5
really?
at the moment, which is insane. I can't wait to tune into Lackins after this one. But for now, ladies and gents,
Wait,
thank you.
how short were those games? Oh my God.
Well, I mean, you guys were only 3 maps, weren't you? So you would have
yeah.
been and I don't think Lackin had breaks in between. We had like a little 5-minute break for you guys to go whatever, and they might have started a bit sooner than we did. But
okay.
yeah, wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching our side of the stream. That concludes week 1, match 2 between Leatherclad Console Jockeys, and that's what she said. The VOD reviews will be coming out soon. Can I ask that one of you, just from any of your teams, or whoever played the games, could get the replay codes for those and put them to me in a DM so that I can keep them and
I'll
review
I'll
them?
give them to you.
Perfect, thank you. And yep, that's going to be everything from me. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for all the support. This has been so much fun. I think my neighbours shouted at me from the other roof, which is completely fine because they don't understand what I'm watching. They don't understand the hype that I've just had. But we will catch you guys in a little bit. Thank you and congrats, guys. Yeah, the Euros ended last week, I was going to say. Thank you guys for the game. A brilliant spectator spectacle and one I cannot wait to review. So yeah, I will catch you guys soon.